Give us some insight of what we're seeing in there and what an A plus setup in Pharm's world looks like.
Yeah, well, I mean, this happens to be sitting here, this A plus setup, and I'll walk through it actually on both the charts because it'll just give you a little bit of a taste of volume profile. But to me, it's going with the primary trend, which here had flipped to be a little bit bearish, right? You're seeing a reversion back and an attempted back test higher, and then obviously from this perspective, everybody can see the box being back tested. It was roughly 56.30, I think 28 or 29 or something was the high a day that day. And I was actually looking to enter like 56.22 to 27. And so there's confluence of this box, right? So this is at least like if I'm entering in here, I at least expect to see some kind of a response to protect my position. So just from a box perspective and a consolidation range perspective, this is A plus. I'm going to switch over to volume profile real quick. Whether or not you know a whole ton about, volume profile. Again, we had talked about how we got this aggressive sell-off in this week, right? And so when you're seeing the establishment of volume and then low volume aggressive move creates this low volume area here into more volume, aggressive move down. So you've got trap longs here, these aggressive moves down really render these buyers and these buyers stuck without having an opportunity to exit. And so I was looking actually right around here in this low volume area or low volume node for this back test. So I was just a little bit early, but I knew that 56.30 was kind of like the line in the sand and really kind of getting back up into here, 56.38, which, is actually where we've been struggling with on ESU anyways, these last couple of days, right? It's the same spot. And so to me, that's A plus. We've taken out a prior week's low. We're back testing. We've got a key LVN, and we have a whole box sitting right on top of that spot. To me, those are the kinds of things I'm looking for. I've got supply. I've got volume profile. They're both in my favor in this instance. And more importantly, I know pretty quickly where I'm wrong. And for me, my line in the sand that week was 56.38, which would have taken us back all the way kind of almost into this high volume node here where all that supply is sitting. But like if we had gotten above 56.38 and based, it was going to go a lot higher. And so to me, this perfect back test of where all this buying had been occurring right into a low volume node where they had not had a chance to escape during this week after we got continuation sell down. That to me is the kind of setup that I'm looking for in Smash Hard. And that's why, like, again, especially running the service, I don't post a whole lot of things on X, but like that was the morning, which I'm sure you saw, I was just like pounding the table. Like I am shorting this and I will try 3 times if I have to. And I actually did. I actually took 2 stops, but to your point on micros, I actually shorted that with micros. I short a lot more micros if I'm potentially trading a trend and I want to swing, because I like to keep my day trade vehicle open. And so if I'm short, like, let's say, a million micros because, my size is so massive, Anthony, I can just, you know what I mean? Then I can just be long on those days where it's a long, of course, thousands of ES, right? Like we all trade. And I can still have a green day if I'm swinging short, but the market's up, right? Like how many days in 2022 did the market go up? It went up a lot of days, right? And so to me, again, I like to play both sides. I'll use different vehicles.